Hello everyone. We're still talking about the atoms, the component of the atoms, and how we want now to move to talk about how to describe the atoms of different elements or in the same elements. Actually, different combination of protons, neutrons, and electrons produce atoms with different properties. The number of each kind of particle within an atom determines its unique properties. These different atoms combine to form the different substances all around us. We want to discuss this together, to talk about it, to understand the first thing that we want to use to describe atoms. We want to talk about something which is called atomic number. What is the atomic number? The atomic number represents number of protons in the nucleus. Again, what is the atomic number? If I want to talk about the atomic number, which is what? Equals to number of protons, equals to number of protons. You have to put in your mind, each element has its own number of protons. Yani you can't find two atoms or two different elements, they have the same number of protons. If we're talking, for example, about hydrogen, the atomic number of hydrogen 1, which means it has only one proton, because we said the atomic number is the same number of protons. So hydrogen, which is 1. For example, lithium. Lithium is another element. The atomic number of lithium, which is 3, which means it has 3 protons. So you can't find, for example, number of protons in lithium the same in hydrogen, because each element, it has its own number of protons, which is like identity for this element. When you're talking about number of protons, like you're talking about, like you are identifying this element. And don't forget, we have mentioned that before, number of protons equal to number of electrons, right? And this is equal to the atomic number 2. This is for a neutral atom. Put it in your mind. Again, it's for a neutral atom. For example, for hydrogen, the atomic number of hydrogen 1. How many protons? For example, I'll give you this example. Maybe in the exam I'll give you like this. The atomic number of hydrogen 1. Okay, what is our find number of protons and number of electrons? I know that the atomic number is equal to the number of protons, so number of protons, I'll use this sign instead of number. Number of protons in hydrogen equals 1, right? And as we know, number of protons equals to number of electrons. So number of electrons equals 1. Is this clear? Now, let's make another example for lithium. Okay, another example for lithium. Copy this example first. Now, this is for hydrogen. We used to solve this for hydrogen. Again, the atomic number is number of protons. For the neutral atom, number of protons equals to number of electrons, the overall charge of the atom, which is 0. This is the first example. This is example number 1. Let's say, I'll give you another example. the atomic number, or let's say the atomic number of lithium is 3. Find one number of protons. 2. Find number of electrons. As we learned before, as you know, the atomic number, you have to solve it like this. The atomic number is equal to number of protons so number of protons equals 3, and we know that number of protons equal to number of electrons. So number of electrons equals 3. Is this one clear? I'll give you another example. This one here, example number 2, write it down. This is example number 2. I'll add another one here for example number 3. Number of protons for unknown element is 6. Okay, what is the atomic number of this element? You have to know now how to solve it now. Example number 3. Number of protons represent what? Represent the atomic number, right? So the atomic number is 6 for this element. Okay, what about number of electrons? Also 6. So here what about this element? Sorry, here I wrote it wrong. For this element unknown, I have to use the periodic table. We will learn how to use it next time, inshallah, when we finish this lesson, when we start talking about the periodic table. But now, what about this element? We can go to the periodic table, find this element that has the atomic number, which is 6, so we can know what is the element actually, which is carbon here. Okay? So here, this is the first way how to describe atom by using the atomic number. The number of protons distinguish the atoms of one element from the atom of another. And if you're talking about the atomic number of element, which is 6, I'm talking about carbon. If I'm talking about element, it has like 1, I'm talking about hydrogen. It's like identity for these elements, okay? Listen carefully to this.
Two of the most important things you can know about an atom are its atomic number and its mass number. But what are they? Click the pictures to learn more. An atom's atomic number is the number of protons that it has in its nucleus. The number of protons an atom has is important since it determines the element of the atom. For example, an atom with 6 protons is an atom of carbon, while an atom with 8 protons is an atom of oxygen. So the atomic number tells us 2 things: how many protons the atom has, and the element of the atom.
Okay, so this is about what the atomic number This is all for today. Next time we will talk about the mass number. We will describe the mass number. If you have any question, you can send me your question. Thank you for listening.